Works.
More than necessary.
Got Monday, August 3rd, 2026 in the Chickasaw County Courthouse in the boardroom. Members present today is Suko, Swinski's absent, Carter and Brightwell present, along with Board Secretary Sheila Shepperton. Is there a motion to approve today's agenda as published Friday?
Second.
Motion by Travis, second by Steve to approve the agenda for today. Any discussion? If not, roll call. Travis.
Aye.
Steve.
Aye.
Isaac. Jake. Aye. Motion carried with the absence of Scott. Approve the minutes from Monday, July 27th.
Make a motion to approve. Second.
Motion by Steve, second by Isaac to approve the minutes from Monday, July 27th. Any discussion? If not, roll call. Steve.
Aye.
Isaac.
Aye.
Travis.
Aye.
Jake. Aye. Motion carried 4-0 with the absence of Scott. Approve the minutes from Wednesday, July 29th.
Second.
Motion by Travis, second by Steve to approve the Wednesday, July 29th board minutes. Any discussion? If not, roll call. Travis.
Aye.
Steve.
Aye.
Isaac. Abstain. Jake. Aye. Motion carried 3-0 with Isaac abstaining and Scott in absence. Move down to, we got 4 minutes, Roman.
Sure.
Perfect. Roman Huntsing, County Engineer. Good morning, Department.
Morning. So last week we did, start round 2 on the gravels. We got all the Vista route completed. Fredericksburg is close. Ionia route's about 50% done. We did place the culvert on B46 north of Lawler. Hopefully get that opened up today. And then we are moving to B33, the little tricky blacktop for 2 other pipes. Hopefully get that finished up by the end of the week. We're gonna have both bridge and culvert crew working on that to try to get it opened up. It will be gravel in those patches until roughly September, October when we fill them with HMA. Other than that, we were crack filling multiple locations, Northland, B18 and Alta Vista, B56 south of Lawler, where we put the culvert. Dura patching as well on B46. It was a dry week. We did have I have blades out up top, but ignore that. It was mostly just spot blading in the northeast quarter. With Division 2 contract rock being completed, there were some spots that needed to be smoothed out. On that note, all contract rock is complete. Hoping to get our 1-ton truck that was an FY26 purchase a week from today. Finally got word on that. Bridge 2000 on Vanderbilt, we're working on the north pier, keying into the bedrock. We did have to go an additional foot deeper. So that'll be a change order in roughly $6,000 to $8,000, but that's how that structure is going to be built. So we needed sound rock, we were a foot, needed an additional foot. So B22 HMA project, we did start placing the first lift last Thursday. Of course, we got rained out Friday. They are back at it today. Basically got from Alta Vista to Jasper Avenue, and now they're going to do the south lane. I believe starting in Alta Vista, I'll be heading up there and heading east. Hopefully we get a good week of work in. Bridge 2770 over the Wapsie, B28, I did submit the Corps Engineers 404 permit, as well as the DNR floodplain permit and a local floodplain permit. So I'm trying to get plans done by the early September deadline. Pavement markings, we did get everything completed last week with the symbols and stop bars. The engineer's office building, we had a progress meeting 7/28. Just went over a few little things. We're hoping to get some concrete for the parking area this week. Additional work inside and outside as well. Did approve Barcom's quote for cameras, kind of had a back and forth. Originally it was $16,000. We got that down to $10,258.99. I did submit the list of urban renewal plan projects to Ayers. I received the draft. I haven't had time to look at it yet. That was on Friday. The week prior, I mentioned Contract Rock. We did set a railroad tanker car on 1/3 or Stevens north of 130th. Blades were out that week. It's looking like we should get some moisture this week, and I know the guys are out today with the rain we had Friday. One other thing we did submit the 2026 competitive highway bridge program grant was submitted to the FHWA on 7/24. Estimated announcement date is September 14th. So that'll be the bridge south 18 towards Ionia.
Any questions from Roman?
Is it under 4 minutes?
It was. All right, thank you.
Thanks.
9:05, any other sign in for public comment?
Yeah.
We're gonna move on to Ray or Mel. We're gonna give him a call here. Probably don't need him, but.
This is Ray.
Hey Ray, Jake here in the boardroom.
Yeah,
All right, review and adopt resolution 8326-47, a minor subdivision, Timison for Zepke.
yeah.
Any-
Zupke is the owner. Timson is the trustee of the estate.
Okay, that makes sense. Last page, first time doing a minor subdivision for this parcel.
Yeah, there's 2 tax parcels involved with this, and they're creating 4 fields to help settle the estate.
Yep, that shows up on the last page.
Yeah. If you look at the next to last page, the parent parcel, which includes the 2 tax parcels, should be outlined in red.
Yes,
And then the last page shows the 4 parcels that are being created.
you guys all see that? Any questions for Ray? Is there a motion to approve resolution 47?
Second.
Motion by Travis, second by Isaac to approve resolution 8-3-26-47, a minor subdivision, Timison for Zupke. Any discussion? If not, roll call. Travis,
Aye.
Isaac,
Aye.
Steve,
Aye.
Jake, aye. Motion carried 4-0 with the absence of Scott. Anything else, Ray?
No, that's about it. We are right now with our income on the subdivisions. We're at about $2,800 income right now,
Okay, perfect.
just for your info. So I know you'd like to keep track of that stuff,
Yes. Yep,
you know.
with the additional cost. And
So we're doing okay that way.
all right. Well, thanks, Ray.
All right, very good.
Have a good day.
All right,
Bye.
yeah, you too. Bye now.
EMS department, Joel couldn't make it today, but he has 2 actionable items. Review and approve the hire of a part-time EMT Addison Bando at the rate of $15.66 per hour with a start date of August 3rd, 2026. So you guys all know on our website, we are still looking for staff members. I think you understand the need and the filling the shifts. He did share with me that he is reviewing the policy. If you haven't worked the first quarter or the second quarter, he did send out letters to see if they wanted to stay on or resign. So he's working on that too. Is there a motion to approve the hire?
I'll move. Second.
Motion by Steve, second by Isaac to approve a part-time hire of Addison Van. Sorry, tough name there. At the rate of $15.66 per hour, start date today. Any discussion? If not, roll call Steve.
Aye.
Isaac.
Aye.
Travis. Jake, aye. Motion carried 4-0 with the absence of Scott. Review and approve resignation of Shanola Jones effective July 30th, 2026. Her resignation letter is in the packet.
I'll move. Second.
Motion by Travis, second by Steve, to approve the resignation of Shira Jones effective July 30th, last Thursday. Any discussion? If not, roll call Travis.
Aye.
Steve.
Aye.
Isaac.
Aye.
Jake, aye. Motion carried 4-0 with the absence of Scott. Review and approve setting precinct election officer mileage rate to 73 cents effective August 1st, 2026 on mileage thereafter. Just to match what we did about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I guess it was.
Yeah, because when I brought it to you guys' attention, I really didn't realize you guys were gonna do something about it, but we need to, it's kind of nice just if we have the PEOs match everybody else's at 73 cents instead of 72.5.
I wonder in the future if we can just combine those two motions on January 2nd.
I think we've been doing them separately.
Okay,
There must be a reason.
maybe. Is there a motion to update this one to match?
I'll move. Second.
Motion by Isaac, second by Steve, to approve setting the rate for PEOs at 73 cents effective August 1st. Any discussion? If not, roll call Isaac.
Aye.
Steve.
Aye.
Travis.
Aye.
Jake, aye. Motion carried 4-0 with the absence of Scott.
Be nice for the IRS to set that in December now.
They usually do, but it's just the fuel costs. I guess they figured they had to redo it, you know, with everything going up and the drivers that have to use their personal vehicles.
Discuss the budget amendment number 1 for fiscal year 26-27. I think we've went a whole month with some needed changes to the budget. I gave you a list this morning, subject to change. Wondering if we should send a letter out to department heads to see if they needed something, but these are the ones I jotted down. So for the past 2 months, in my paycheck, the Board of Supervisors needs a health insurance change. I elected family insurance due to some of the current issues I had, where I used to have health insurance. Budget 23, Board of Health wages. I know Lisa might not need one, but I know there is some, what would you say, Sheila?
Well, there was we're doing some changing of accounts, so it'll have no monetary impact on the budget. But while we're doing a budget amendment, that's a good time for me to change it around.
Perfect. Fund 8, the Board of Health donations, that's $1,000 that came in like in June.
Mhm.
Last week we saw a request from the Fund 29, the DARE, to Fund 28 K9. I went up to 1,300. The pool cash has 1,229 in it. Did talk to Roman this morning. Fund 35, Rural Infrastructure Fund, 2 projects. He talked about a couple of them, plus the patch in Ella Vista, south side, about 72,000. He would like to see from the Rural Infrastructure Fund 2 dedicated projects. And then last week, Fund 25, County Betterment to the City of New Hampton Water Project, 30,000.
And if we do the TIF, then we're going to have to budget for that money to be spent also.
And that money won't be spent until we have the letting in February or March.
Oh, okay.
So I thought that could cover the second one.
That makes sense.
So far, these are the ones I had jotted down that I've heard about. Need it.
So,
Anybody else remember anything?
and I will send out an email to the department heads
Yes,
just in case.
just in case we missed one or two. For capital projects, we did do in the budget like 1.5 million. We did pass resolution, do 800,000 transfer for windows. There is some room yet to do another transfer too, if there's a dedicated project in mind. Otherwise, this is all I have for budget amendment.
But the transfer on budget and for the new budget was 1.5. We just did a resolution for the 850, so we're covered.
We're covered.
We just have to do a resolution for the next one.
Yep.
So as far as the budget's concerned, we're
The
covered.
budget amendments. Otherwise, this is a working document. More could be added or deleted. This is not published yet to the paper. This is just to get the first step going. So if the department head team can get back to you by Thursday, we'll revisit this next week again,
I don't know if I'll be able to.
or within a week,
Yeah,
whenever.
I'll try to get it to us by Thursday, but then.
Anybody else have anything for a budget amendment request or?
Anything else?
All right. Might be the shortest meeting. Anybody have committee assignments? Steve?
No.
Pathways, July 27th. Executive director gave an update. We approved a contract with Chickasaw County opioid settlement funds in the amount not to exceed $17,901.10 for prevention services from July 1st, 2026 through June 30th, 2027. We approved a contract with Buchanan County opioid settlement funds, the amount not to exceed $20,000 for prevention services, July 1, 2026 through July 30, 2027. Approved Cedar Valley United Way end-of-year reports for Junction and on-site adolescent treatment services. And the business was a new roof for the University Avenue location.
Travis, everything? No. I did not. FYI, if I could add, County Conservation Cold Storage Building is pretty much standing with tin on it. The inside tin on the roof is done, waiting for overhead doors. I did visit with Chad last night and then contractor Chuck Stanton this morning. It'll probably be on next week's agenda of a potential change order. It kind of crossed my mind, showing where the panel is going to go and the water headroom is going to go. It's going to be in the heated part eventually. So these guys are going to start putting stuff on the wall that will take, Chuck quoted, $800 to remove so they can put the tin on. So it makes sense to maybe tin that 12-foot section before we put all this $8,000 worth of equipment on a 2x4, which will have to be removed so they can put the tin on. So Chad was going to visit with the contractor if they could put in 4 pieces of tin from ceiling to ground so the electrician can put his stuff on the finished wall, not a temporary wall. So
That should be fairly minimal.
yeah. So Chad was gonna call the contractor this morning to see how much that would cost to insulate that 8x8 section, top to bottom, and then throw, I would say, 4 pieces of tin on. So Chuck is aware of it. He was gonna get to it maybe sometime this week. So not to stop the progress, Chuck is aware of a potential change order to get that one wall, partial wall. The board will see it hopefully next Monday for a change order. Other things that could be on next week's agenda, that's about it. If you guys have anything, let me know. I know Isaac's going to attend the city council meeting tonight to see what they discussed on the 2080 agreement with the county.
No, we'll be absent next Monday.
That's right. Yep. All right. If there's nothing else, I guess, is there a motion to adjourn?
Second.
Motion by Travis, second by Isaac to adjourn at 9:19. Roll call, Travis.
Aye.
Isaac.
Aye.
Steve.
Aye.
Jake, aye. Motion carried 4-0 with the absence of Scott.